Squiz Kids acknowledges the traditional owners of the lands on which we podcast, the Turrbal and Kombumerri people.
Squiz Kids!
It's your daily news fix. Fun, free, fresh.
Hello and welcome to Squiz Kids Today, your fresh take on what's happening in the world around you. I'm Bryce Corbett. It's Thursday, August 29. In Squiz Kids Today, Pacific Police Force on the job, South Africa's bug-munching wasps, baby gorilla alert, and Squizzy helps out Sam Kerr. That's what's making news, kids style.
The Lowdown.
You've heard of Paw Patrol, right? Well, move over Marshall, Chase, Rocky and Sky. There's a new bunch of police in the neighbourhood, and they have a distinctly Pacific Island feel. That's because Aussie Prime Minister Anthony Albanese was on the Pacific island of Tonga yesterday, meeting with leaders from our Pacific Island neighbours. And among the decisions they made together as a group was a plan to create a Pacific police force, able to travel across the region and provide assistance where it's needed. Pacific Paw Patrol, but, without the paws. The Pacific Island Leaders Forum will continue this week as leaders discuss other big topics like climate change and the rising sea levels that it causes, which, as you might imagine, is more of a problem if you live on a small Pacific island. It's getting hot in here, people, and it's still officially winter. While temperatures this week in central Australia have been 15 degrees hotter than usual for this time of the year, the heat is also on in other states and will only increase as we move into the weekend. Bushfire warnings were issued for much of New South Wales after temperatures soared there yesterday, while Victorians were taking stock after wild storms and hailstones the size of golf balls battered the state earlier in the week. And Queensland, what a weekend you have in store, with forecasters predicting temperatures in Brisbane could climb to as high as 35 degrees on Saturday. Just in time for all those winter sports finals that you're all playing. Hydrate, 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 people.
Spin the globe.
Each day we give the world globe a spin and find a news story from wherever it stops. And today we've landed in South Africa, where vine growers are dropping wasps from the sky to control a bug that attacks their grapevines. Yes, you heard right. Teams of wasps are being flown by drone over affected vineyards and dropped in to help control the spread of mealybugs, which can get into grapevines and kill them off. And because it's all natural, as in the wasps are a better way to control the bugs than spraying with insecticides, it's being described as an eco-friendly solution to a mealybug-sized problem. Wasps for wine lovers. Now there's a cause I can get behind.
Animal Kingdom.
When it comes to cuteness, it's pretty hard to go past baby gorillas. I mean, those big brown eyes, those big black feet and hands, the way they snuggle into their mums. It's a complete cute fest. And zookeepers in Detroit in the United States are this week dealing with a cuteness overload since the birth there of a female gorilla, who is so adorable, visitor numbers to the zoo have gone off the charts. I've stuck a link to video of the new arrival in today's episode notes, where the zoo is asking for the public's help to choose a name. Enjoy!
Newshounds.
Every Thursday, Squizzy the Newshound sticks his snout into Squiz Kids HQ to report back on fishy things he's sniffed out on the internet. And today, he's got his Matilda's Defenders jersey on, ready to go into battle to help out superstar striker Sam Kerr. And that's because Sam is among well-known Aussies whose name and photos have been used without their permission in an elaborate money scam being rolled out by bad guys on Facebook. Posts have already begun to circulate on the social media platform, pretending to show a news story in which Sam, the Aussie PM Anthony Albanese and comedian Sam Pang are all quoted, sharing their money-making secrets. except that the stories are complete fakes. The photos are being used without the celebrity's permission, and it's all part of an elaborate financial scam, which is a fancy way of saying a scheme to trick people into handing over their money. Now, kids, if you do one thing tonight over the dinner table, warn your parents or your grandparents not to fall victim to these scams. Tell them to do as you know to do because Squizzy tells you every week, and that's to stop, think, and check before believing everything you see, read, or hear online. Because, unfortunately, there are lots of people out there trying to trick the people that we love out of their money. Thanks, Squizzy. You've done it again. And yes, Squizzy, we can't wait either to see the brand new Newshounds website and news interface that you've been working on. We hear it's pretty schmick. Hey kids, what do you have planned for the school holidays? Can I suggest you work in a bit of bounce into your plans? Get yourself and your friends to your nearest bounce indoor action adventure playground and join their holiday camp. Spend time with a coach honing your skills, refuel with a fruit platter, and create awesome memories with an hour of free time. And mums and dads, the best bit? It's a drop and run affair. Win back your morning and get your kids out of the house with some active freestyle fun. Check out a Bounce holiday camp via their website, bouncinc.com.au. And use discount code SquizKids10 when you book online to get 10% off your entry these school holidays. T's and C's are in the episode notes.
Time for the quiz.
This is the part of the podcast where you get to test how well you've been listening. Question number 1. What sort of animal baby is sending the cute-ometer at Detroit Zoo off the charts? That would be a baby gorilla. Question number 2. Name the Matilda's star whose face and name is being used without her knowledge or permission in a social media finance scam. Well done if you said Sam Kerr. Question number 3. In which country have wine growers brought in wasps to control mealybug outbreaks? It is, of course, in South Africa.
Shout-outs.
It's Thursday, August 29. Today is the beginning of Tomatina, the tomato-throwing festival in Spain, where, for one day, an entire town throws tomatoes at one another. Now, I've been to this festival and it's a whole lot of fun. I was picking tomato seeds out of my hair for days afterwards. It's also a special day for these Squiz kids celebrating a birthday today. Ride from Chinchilla, Caden from Birkdale, Gabe from Peregian Springs, Elkin from Thaguna, Noah from Wagga Wagga, Mark from Figtree, and Jai from Bannockburn. And a belated birthday shout-out goes to Charlie from Hawthorne. And today's classroom shout-outs go to Class S6B at Hartwell Primary School, Year 6 with Mrs Pearden at St Michael's Catholic Parish Primary School in Thirroul, Class 1B with Mrs Couch at St Ambrose Catholic Primary School in Concord West, Class 2B with Mrs Barnier at Forestville Primary School, Class 4WT and Mrs Tritton at St Michael's Primary School in Deniliquin, and Class 5DL with Mrs Dobage and Mrs Lim at Caddies Creek Public School. Don't forget, if you've got a birthday coming up and you want a shout-out, or if you're after a classroom shout-out, drop us a line at squizkids@thesquiz.com.au or fill out the form on our website. Well, that's all we have time for. Thanks for listening to Squiz Kids today. We'll be back again tomorrow with the Kids vs. Adults Weekly News Quiz. Your chance to prove once and for all who's smarter, kids or adults. In the meantime, get out there and have a most excellent day. Over and out.